Graduates and guests, may we have your attention, please? Convocation is about to begin. If you have a mobile device or pager with you, please turn it off or silence it during the ceremony. Thank you for your attention and congratulations. If able, please rise.
Good afternoon and welcome to this very special day. We wish to acknowledge this land on which the University of Toronto operates. For thousands of years, it has been the traditional land of the Huron-Wendat, the Seneca, and the Mississaugas of the Credit. Today, this meeting place is still the home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island, and we are grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land. We are also grateful to have the opportunity to celebrate the achievements of our scholars who graduate today. On their behalf, let us express gratitude for the support of their families and friends, and for the faculty and staff who have guided them in their pursuit of knowledge. Whatever our own traditions, let us reflect as we proceed through the convocation ceremony on the many years of effort, sacrifice, and success that have brought us to this time of celebration. In concilium universitates torontonenses vocati sumus. Graduates, please remain standing. All guests, please be seated.
Insignissimi cancellare, presanto tibi hoscis scholaris, ut admitatu ad gradus varius. Testoque eus quod omnia quae, statuta recurrut aptus, e idoneus esse.
Et profectum huies provinciae, huies qua magnae patriae, et profectum omnium nationum, omnibus interis conjunctarum, ago ex accatoritate mihi et toti, universitate commissar, et mitto vos egredos varios, quarum ura ubisto, et pitto qua ut omnia confictiatas munera qua hediludos pertinet.
Please be seated. My name is Wisdom Tete, and it's my great privilege to serve as Vice President of the University of Toronto and Principal of the University of Toronto Scarborough. Today, I have the additional privilege of assisting Chancellor Rose Patton in conducting this convocation. The university is an institution with deep historical roots and many enduring traditions. Among those is our use of the language of the medieval university in today's wonderful celebration. For those in attendance who, like me, are less than fluent in Latin, A translation may be helpful. For my part, I said, "Most distinguished Chancellor, I present to you these scholars that they may be admitted to the various degrees, and I bear witness that as far as all things which the statutes require, they are fit and suitable." Much more significantly, from the standpoint of the graduating class, the Chancellor then replied, "To the benefit of this province, this great country, and to the worldwide community of nations, I, by the authority vested in me and in the whole university, admit you to your various degrees, grant you the rights, and ask of you the responsibilities of doing all those things which pertain to those degrees." And so, as my first order of business, I'm delighted to salute you, the graduating classes of 2023 from the University of Toronto Scarborough. That's it, you're done. Warmest congratulations. I would also like to bid a warm welcome to everyone who has joined us here in historic Convocation Hall. Graduates, today the University of Toronto is formally recognizing your hard work, your accomplishments, your perseverance, and this milestone. Speaking of perseverance, you have successfully completed your program in extraordinary and challenging times, and today's celebration is all the more meaningful for it. Each of you, as a member of the graduating class, is joining an exceptional family of University of Toronto alumni. U of T has a global community of over 660,000 alumni in 196 countries. They are the university's living legacy and our greatest ambassadors. U of T alumni serve in leadership roles in every corner of the globe and in every walk of life. They are prime ministers, justices, scholars, authors, community and business leaders, scientists, and professionals of every description. Their endeavors have shaped the world we live in and the way we understand that world. We have no doubt that the University of Toronto's high international standing can be attributed to generations of dedicated and talented faculty and staff members. But we also understand that this reputation has been built by our alumni, a group that now includes each and every one of you. So to the graduating class, let me say thank you. Thank you for your many contributions to the university whilst you were a student. And thank you for what you will do as members of Canada's largest, and I believe, most distinguished alumni community. One more word of thanks is in order. I'm sure all graduates share a sense of gratitude to the friends and family members who have helped bring them to this special day. And I'd ask you to join me and the platform party in thanking them with a vigorous round of applause. Now let me continue with a request. One of the distinguishing features of our convocation is that graduates come forward to be recognized individually. You then leave the stage using the ramp, exit out the door and around the hall, and at that point you'll turn left and quietly re-enter the hall as your peers continue to be recognized. I encourage you to think of the very last person to be on stage. And I believe that would be Gratil in Sahadid. Gratil, are you here? There, please stand up so they can see you. So remember her as you make your exit. Please come back quietly so she can have her moment in the spotlight like the rest of us, okay? Finally, I want to note that the university is a mask-friendly environment. We ask everyone to respect each other's decisions and comfort levels with regard to health and safety concerns. Similarly, we will forgo the traditional handshake, but promise to offer a vigorous round of applause as you pass by the stage. And I just want to make the point that we know your natural inclination is to reach out and to shake hands. But we plead with you to, for this occasion, let that pass, and we promise that in return, we'll give you a vigorous round of applause. So it's now my privilege to, I just want to thank you first for your understanding and assistance, and I hope that we'll all be able to keep to that promise to each other. And it's now my privilege to introduce today's convocation speaker, Jemy Joseph. Dr. Joseph is an award-winning doctor, coach, speaker, and educator who works as a physician in Toronto and Northern Canada. She has spent the past 3 years at the forefront in the battle against COVID-19, working in multiple emergency rooms and advocating for the marginalized communities disproportionately affected by the pandemic. She holds 3 degrees from U of T and currently serves as a board member of the Alumni Association, a teacher to medical students, a generous mentor, and a dedicated advocate of equity, diversity, and inclusion. Please welcome Jemy Joseph to the podium.
Good afternoon. It is an absolute honor to stand before you today, our newest graduates and your loved ones. As I was preparing this address, I acknowledge that all of you have survived a time that will be the topic of many history books to come. You lived through the pandemic of a century, a global isolation, the battle for racial injustice, financial instability, inflation, indigenous movements, questioning of scientific evidence, and much more. It is probably what you least expected as you walked through the doors of this university in 2019. Yet, here you are today, more stronger and resilient than ever. You should be incredibly proud of your achievement, as it is no small feat to get through the last 4 years. It is an even greater honor to hold a University of Toronto degree in your hands. The essence of this university, and by extent, the Greater Toronto Area, encapsulates the essence of multiculturalism and diversity, as I very well see here before me. Having traveled to 39 countries and lived in 4, I have come to appreciate the sheer beauty of diversity. But regardless of where my travels around the world took me, I always longed to come back to Toronto, as I missed the city that literally holds the world within its boundaries. Walking down the streets, I am amazed by the incredible diversity of people, food, celebrations, and mindsets. Before even I fully realized it, my time at U of T enabled me to navigate complex cultural intersections with ease. That capability is what now allows me to work with marginalized populations within Toronto, all the way to the indigenous communities in the Arctic. So as you enter a new chapter, remember the ample opportunities to interact with fellow global citizens that you got in your own classrooms. That is a huge gift, and one of the most significant advantages you will carry forward beyond the campus walls. Remember, embracing diversity and multiculturalism is not just about tolerance, but it's about seeking understanding, appreciating the differences, and fostering an inclusive society. 20 years from now, you will most likely not remember your GPA or the assignments you did. Rather, it'll be the community you built and the people you've met. So cherish this wonderful network you have. To this day, I hang out with my friends from UTSC 15 years later, and have even consulted many as I went through my academic and personal journey. So carry the spirit of diversity forward with you as you go forth, as we need it more than ever to bring together the unity to shape a better world. With that in mind, let's move on to another truth. Your degrees don't create a linear path. When I started at UTSC in life sciences, I considered so many careers, pharmacist, teacher, lawyer, doctor, and academia. I went on to do graduate studies at U of T again, and that's what gave me clarity to pursue medicine. Fast forward, when I started my career in medicine, I thought I was gonna set up a little shop in Scarborough next to my house and live happily ever after. Little did I know that a serendipitous 2-week trip to Northwest Territories in Canada would be life-changing. It transformed the whole trajectory of my career, which now includes working in rural and remote parts of Canada while pursuing advocacy and justice parallel to medicine. As graduates of this esteemed university, you have been given the knowledge, skills, and a very unique perspective that is needed to solve today's complex problems. It is okay to steer a little far from the safer traditional career paths. I know all about taking the safe roads, being a first-generation immigrant from Eastern cultures, just like many of you here. Sorry, Mom and Dad. They're sitting right in front. So I can empathize with the risk aversion. But I encourage you to take a risk, try something new, something different, find a problem you're passionate about, and be part of the solution. Don't be afraid to fail, and make sure you surround yourself with mentors and peers that'll be part of your support system to uplift you in this journey. Each one of you possesses the power to make a difference and to leave a lasting imprint on society. So be the innovators, the visionaries, the transformers, and the disruptors when necessary. As you chart your course in this world, defining success will become more challenging. There will be no report cards or grades to measure your progress. So it is easy to succumb to cultural pressures and associate success with traditional metrics like career achievements, material wealth, fame, and followers. As such, our lives are filled with hustle and hurry. This leads to what I call the TBS syndrome, tired, busy, and stressed, a very common thing in our current society. But true success lies in the relationships we build, the love and support we give and receive, and the positive impact we make on the world around us. Therefore, as you contemplate the future, I hope you won't forget the people that walked the journey with you. Some of them are in this room today. As an emergency room doctor working at ground zero of COVID-19 in Scarborough, I witnessed firsthand far too many untimely deaths. Families and communities were shattered by a microscopic organism. I can still vividly recall the screams, the tears, and the regrets echoed through the hospital corridors, a very harsh reminder of the impermanence of life. This experience profoundly reinforced for me the importance of cherishing our family, friends, and community. So I encourage you, all of you, to intentionally carve out protected time and emotional space for those you love. In closing, let me say that today marks the beginning of a new chapter, a chapter filled with endless possibilities for each and every one of you. As you leave the comforts of the university, venture forth with confidence, rise to the challenges, and seize the opportunities ahead. Remember, the world isn't just waiting for you, it is counting on you. Graduates of University of Toronto Scarborough, class of 2023, congratulations. May your journey forward be bold, filled with purpose, and have a profound impact on the world. Thank you very much.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates from the University of Toronto Scarborough who are being admitted to the degree of Honours Bachelor of Arts. Alyssa Maria Rai. Maria Amrita Rameshwar, Jessica Ramesh Kumar, Michelle Palini Ramnarayan, Kimi Christo Ravindran, Vince Ravindran, Tahira Joanne Reed, Renee Maria Robbins, Catherine Robertson, Dominique Nicole Amina Robinson, Alexandra Romanescu, Maria Antonella Rustico, Adrian Alex Rizak, Shahzad Ullah Sansi, Daniel Agbayani Santiago, Amoga Satyamurthy, Zehra Seyun, Merin Marie Shaji, Nadina Shankar, Harini Shan Mughal Lingam, Tanai Pankaj Sharma, Adrian Jadidi Sharif, Muna Inul Shiraz, Jayi Shi, Iman Parvez Siddiqui, Joyce Silva Desmond, Haridra Sivaganam, Rajani Sivapalan, Joshua Jaden Skeen, Andrew Jalen Skerritt, Thylin Maria Smith-Vetter, Jessica Sarah Steele, Cindy Su, Hani Sulab, Jin Tseng Sun, Xuanxi Sun, Shakti Suthakaran, Abdul Bari Saeed. Nahiya Saida. Saper Talegani. Heya Nicole Tang. Kim Le Tang. Jing Teng. Piranavan Thayalan. Nina Thomas. Daryl Jeremy Tran. Siye Tu. Maliha Uddin. Saira Uddin. Janelle Melanie O'Malley. Ashad Ur Rehman. Yamuna Vaid. Caitlin Renee Vanderwater. Atavi Vania Singham. Anastasia Vasilevsky. Tame Kajana Vasul. Victoria Ashley Baroni. Ovia Vijay Kugan. Anne Hazel Ramos Villanova. Hu Ching Wan. Chen Yao Wang. Jing Ju Wang. Fei Fan Wang. Jen Hui Wang. Jiaxin Wang. Jingshu Wang. Kunyan Wang. Nan Wang. Jiting Wang. Yipeng Wang. Yiwen Wang. Yueyang Wang. Shiyu Wei. Yutong Wei. Xin Weng. Jermaine Andre Wilson. Chloe Wong. Fiona Cho-Kiu Wong. Gareth Wong.
Let's go!
Si Lam Jazz Wong. Gabriel Chuk Hei Wu. Rochelle Michaela Elaine Ray. Guanxi Wu. Si Ying Wu. Hui Yun Shao. Jingyi Xiao. Ziyi Jie. Bohan Tu. Cherti Shu. Le Yuan Xu. Sheng Xu. Si Ting Xu. Yan Xu. Zishen Xu. Shushi Yan. Shuhan Yang. Yile Yang. Si Chu Yang. Jiahui Ye. Yang Shuo Ye. Yongtong Yi. Xin Shui Yin. Kan Ho Yun. Jason Yu. Carissa Wing Hai Yut. Fatima Zahra. Jia Chan. Luyan Chan. Mengting Chang. Nathan Janwin Chung. Shise Chung. Chanying Chung. Xiaoyu Chung. Sekai Chao. Ching Chao. Elena Jung. Genuine Ju. Aliyah Natasha Zin. Jintong Tu. Candidates from the University of Toronto Scarborough who are being admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Wei Wu. Huda Zevari. Okay. Candidates from the University of Toronto Scarborough who are being admitted to the degree of Honours Bachelor of Science. Okay, Yara Osama Nu Radwan. Nof Muhammad Rafiqul Islam. Allah Rage. Mikal Rage. Caitlin Michelle Opal Regal. Seon Ragurathan. Christika Ragutas. Faria Humera Rehman. Mahisha Rehman. Mariam Rehman. Nahian Rehman. Ravina Rai. Namesha Rajadurai. Lavan Rajendra. Harish Rajkumar. Abigail Harmony Ralph. Ranuk Pamin Ramachandra. Shavina Ramanan. Jonathan Kyle Ramcharitar. Matthew George Leo Ramdial. Nabiha Saad Rana. Ravinder Randhava. King Mukesh Ronitharan. Dorin Ranbar Bahaduri. Dylan Vivek Rapanan. Rabia Sarah Rashad. Delicia Milani Ravinda Ranjan. Sinthu Ravindra. Shahitya Ravindran. Haroon Razvi. Shamil Rafai. Ian Manae Reggio. Tijao Shen. Faizan Riaz. Mahed Riaz. Fiza Rind. Sieda Maha Obed Rizvi. Justin Roy Rosillo. Yardena Rosenblum. Saida Asri Said. Saman Said. Mathu Shaini Sahadayatavya. Sorry. Rizette Saint-Fort. Muhammad Anwar Sajjad. Juan Salih. Muhammad Ali Omer. Ana Maria Sumodio Corbillon. Rita Samuel. Gurjap Sangha. Divyashri Sankaran. Rian Santos. Nazmus Sakib. Armand Sarkisians. Thelukshan Sasitaran. Niranj Sasikumar. Saisuba Sativel. Sarah Navi Sathiyu Lingam. Zaki Bakar Sayed. Nina Sherry Diacono. Joseph Anthony Schmidt. Makesha Selvaratnam. Mathari Senthil Mohan. Sambhavi Bhavisha Selvan. John Dave Pingad Serra. Hannah Natasha Sargent. Mahmood Shat. Varda Shabir. Hayat Shafi. Rubab Shafiq. Ashna Bhupesh Kumar Shah. Krutik Teja Kumar Shah. Shri Shah. Ramesha Shahid. Arab Ahmed Sheikh. Yafia Shakir. Jiale Shang. Lakshya Shanmugalingam. Jennifer Shao. Aisha Sharif. Sinan Sharif. Nahamen Sharma. Huiwen Shen. Yulu Shi. Bardi Shishoyan. Freshta Siddiqui. Hania Siddiqui. Hamna Siddiqui. Denise Isabel Silva. Gabrielle Juliana Simmer. Melissa Darshani Singh. Siddhant Singh. Ratanak Tepi Sit. Darshika Sivaganeshan. Abhirame Sivakumar. Shannon Ashwini Sivakumar. Sion Sivakumaran. Shivani Sivakumaran. Nirja Sivapatham. Rahavi Sivendran. Samrin Sobahan. Parth Kirit Singh Solanki. Jasmine Soleimani. Shuya Song. Ruchi Manish Soni. Shruti Sood. Juan Martin Soto. Priya Srikantan. Muri Srikugan. Sri Ram Sri Lingam, Arvind Srinivas, Krista Sri Ranjan, Lavanya Sri Sitan Nintin, Sri Kavi Sri Tharan, Ariana Bell Stevenson, Norman Ross Stewart, Sudene Owene Stone, Yu Heng Su, Jia Yi Sung, Shu Sun, Yu Sun, Farah Muhammad Sundarji, Arunan Surendran, Nivita Suresh Kumar, Adib Aslam Saeed, Huda Saeed, Maria Miraj Saeed, Anika Resha Ancheta Taboy, Muhammad Mafazul Haq Talukdar, Wing Hang Valerie Tam, Aaron Jacob Tua Tan, Kelvin Tan, Ashita Tandon, Deirdre Chuk Yan Tung, Maharuk Tanvir, Amna Tanvir, Anusha Tanvir, Amar Tariq, Ramsha Tariq, Michelle Fabianti Tatung, Jacob Alexander Temple, Camela Michaela Tesfe Dina, Bethlehem Rahel Tesfe, Krishna Thanen Theran, Lilana Thangavati Velu, Sharuja Thavachelvam, Shanuga Davaraja, Vinujan Dayakaran. Kajan Dayanathan. Amy Devendra. Vithushan Devakesaran. Ashvina Thiaga Lingam. Bibi Shin Thiagaraja. Janisha Thomas. Sarah Maria Thomas. Anna Lewis Thompson. Kanakom Tongmesang. Shankar Santosh Thiagu. Jinping Jian. Athena Faith Tigley. Alia Jasmine de los Santos Timbang. Hunter James Baxter Toll. Paula Andrea Toro Vargas. Jackie Tang Tran. Justin James Tran. Vaidehi Trivedi. Stacy Jean Tremata. Jaden C. Mandy Tse. Winghang Choi. Diora Tursunova. Davina Devi Udayapol. Baraka Unia. Archana Uthayendran. Valerie Valencia. Alina Francis Valukaran. Srinivas Karthik Vangala. Hanan Hope Van Holst. Lakshana Varathalingam. Daniela Maria Vasile. Emily Marie Velez. Daniela Venturo Asen. Vithushiga Vinayamurthy. Francesca Eden Veoli. Maria Victoria Visconti. Maya Abigail Wagenberg. Mariam Wala. Fengting Wong. Huadong Wong. Jiahe Wong. Jiahui Wong. Kuan Yen Wong. Yanjing Wong. Yifan Wong. Yufei Wong. Yin Wong. Yining Wong. Yichi Wong. Yuhang Wong. Yuting Wong. Yutsen Wong. McKenna Maxine Warwick. Saad Wasifuddin. Curtis Rodney Calvin Weaver. Chunwen Wing. Ashley Marie White. Mariah Adlin Williams. Ivy Miranda Wills. Annika Wei Kwan Wong. Pauline Wong. Jason Wong. Karen Kawe Wong. Marco Wong. Natalie Wong. Stephanie Natasha Wong. Jack Edward Antonio Woodger. Kai Wu. Kylie Wu. Xiaopeng Wu. Yang Wu. Yiping Wu. Yulan Wu. Zhenjie Xia. Xicheng Xia. Chenyuan Xiang. Flora Funshine Xiao. Shuye Xiao. Gary James Xie. Shiyue Xiang. Yifan Xu. Habiba Aliyah Jacob. Eva Kauri Yamamoto. Fan Yang. Jiawen Yang. Richard Young. Freylin Young. Hiba Yar Khan. Jiasheng Yu. Tsuyuan Yu. Guanju Ye. Danica Juni Yo. Embry Yip. Saranka Yogendran. Idila Yogeswaran. Amanda Marie Yokingo. Gina Yun. Hoda Yunus. Alan Junwa Yu. Hao Yang Yu. Hong Kong Yu. Jemy Yu. Justin Pepe Yu. Michaela Jerry Lynn Yu. Xiaowen Yu. Joyce Yue Yu. Sen Yuan Yu. Zining Yu. Si Chi Yu. Si Shin Yu. Manola Ivone. Usfia Mariam Zafar. Mariam Jamila Zafar. Natalie Zaya. Kinza Fatima Zedi. Zachary Anthony Andrew Zarowski. Mustafa Khalil Zayed. Salina Amira Zedan. Sophia Zainalzadeh Dalali. Jean Jung. Jerju Jung. Mingzhen Jung. Minchi Chung. Wenche Chung. Jinkai Chung. Xuan Sheng. Thibaut Chung. Jiayu Xiao. Mengqi Chao. Shaman Chao. Junchu Zhou. Ifan Zhu. Yimei Zhu. Jiahui Zhu. Chidan Zhu. Chihao Zhu. Xiheng Chuang. Aiden Jeremy Zorbas. Sarah Zarome. Iman Zuhar. Zulaka. Okay. Candidates from the University of Toronto Scarborough who are being admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science. Qingrui Wang. Alexander Yu. Kuratulien Zahid.
On behalf of the University of Toronto, and by virtue of the authority vested in me, I hereby admit all those candidates not here present to their degrees in absentia.
As we conclude Convocation, I wish to thank all of you for your participation and patience. To the families and friends, and to those in the procession, let me say thank you. You have made this a more memorable event for each member of the graduating class. I would like to thank Chancellor Rose Patton for presiding over today's ceremony. I wish to thank as well the many other colleagues and friends of the university who participated in this convocation, whose names you'll find in the program. I now invite the Chancellor to bring today's ceremony to a close.
As I bring this convocation ceremony to a close on this, your special day, I hope we will see you often in the years to come, and I invite you to stay connected with us. We will be very interested in your journeys, and we know that whatever path you choose, you will have great impact. Concilium dimissum est.